Holy, look at all this snow from overnight. There's even somebody stuck on the street. Holy crap. Wow. Holy shit. I have not seen snow like this in a long time. That's a big change from yesterday, that's for sure. Holy crap. I sorted Blue Tomcat's cage out a bit. Just take the Jeep out for a rip in this weather. This is what the Jeep is meant to be when the roads are complete crap. I don't get some people at all. I just helped push somebody out that was stuck there. Summer tires on their car. Let's go see what kind of carnage there is. Main streets are good. Everything is plowed. Just a little snow covered, that's all. Man, there's been like nobody through this alley, one person. Well, we had a little fun playing in the snow, and now it's time to get back to business. This is gonna be by far one of 3 hard jobs left to do. Then everything else in the car should be gravy. It is fitting up the rocker panels. I just kind of lined up the inside rocker. This is off a 2-door, so it's not gonna be perfect, but we're gonna be able to make it work. And then this is an actual 4-door rocker right here because it's got the brace right here for the pillar. We're gonna have to modify it a little bit so that bracket there, or the inside rocker, can fit on. So there's gonna be lots of prep work I have to do underneath here yet, especially in this corner where I just cut it out. I have this clamp, just doing some test fitting. Some issues I see arise is that where the post bracket is, it's touching there, so we're gonna grind a little bit out of there. And then I see this is a problem, so I might have to modify that so it could fit in, but we're gonna have to fit it up and see. We're gonna grind that center piece out first. What I'm gonna do is notch this a little bit more and then flatten those down just a tad. Gonna give this shot of self-etching primer, even though we have to modify it. Get this done tonight so I don't have to deal with it later. Well, now it's time to fit up that piece. I had to make a quick errand before we can make that happen. I had to go pick up some more clamps to aid me in the process. Spent the money, got the Milwaukee instead of going to Princess Auto and get some cheap ones. This way, I know they'll work and I won't have any issues. I got some work down here to do. I gotta cut that piece off. Maybe try to get a big chunk of that out. I'm just kind of holding it in place right now, otherwise it'll fall off. I think I might attach it with some self-tapping screws, and then I can get the main rocker started to fit up. So last night on my YouTube page I posted about engine swap for the 57 Cummins LS electric whatever. Really leaning towards a 4BT Cummins, but some people seem to think that they're worth their weight in gold. So this guy here rebuilds Cummins 4BTs in Medicine Hat. And I sent him a message asking what the base price is. And he said fully rebuilt motor start at $10,000 without a core. And I responded to him, I'm better off with the Cummins 2.8 for a few dollars more. Sorry to say, but 10 grand, I can't see you getting a lot of business there. I should have snagged up that one offer a while ago where I could have got a rebuilt one. It wasn't fully assembled. I think I could have got it for like $4,000. That's probably about the price I'm going to have to pay. Enough of the rambling. This job's not going to finish itself. So I got my clamps on and we're holding the inside rocker in place. Going underneath, I'm using the body line from the original floor, well, the floor I put in, as a base. So I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to go. We kind of lose our way back here. As you can see, either the floor could be bent or this panel could be disrupted. But anyways, we're gonna punch in a couple bolts there. We're gonna put some bolts along the way to hold it in place so we can fit up the main rocker. Looks like we're making some progress. Got it bolted in place. Pretty close to where I think it's got to be. Let's grab the main rocker and see what happens. It's looking pretty good, except for one part I knew was going to give me a problem, but we're fitting up good inside here. These posts, center post is fitting right where it's supposed to be. However, I did bring up that notch right there, which I'm gonna have to cut that out. Unfortunately, if I try to notch it there and right there, get this section out, that might work. I'm hoping I'm not going to regret this later. That was very close. I'm going to show you why you should always wear safety glasses, face shield, and gloves when you're doing grinding or even cutting. This 2-inch grinder disintegrated when I was working on that rocker. You should have the guard on this too, but for this little 2-inch grinder with the guard on, it's basically useless. But that is why you should have a face shield and gloves at all time. Hopefully that'll fix my fitment problem. We're about to find out. Well, this makes me very happy. Well, we're getting closer, but we're not quite there yet. So I removed that piece. And there's some remnants of some old brazing or whatever there, some brass, whatever the fuck it is. And then inside there fits a whole lot better. We're butted up against that, which is good. But I'm sitting on this ledge here and I need to come up, so I'm probably gonna have to cut from this line straight back, see what happens. Everything seems to be fitting up nice. I got it tight at the back here, butted up to the back of the floor. Fits in the middle here. The pillar. Had to do some cutting here to make this fit, but we got that line up nice and flush now. And this part here it's still got some pretty good rust, so I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to replace part of this pillar later on or build it and patch it. I'm not exactly sure because I'm probably going to replace the kickboards, so I might as well just do these. I don't think these are all that expensive, neither are the kickboards. Just more time, that way I know it's done and it's done properly. Well, it's done with brand new metal at least. There's a few things that concern me a little bit. Is the center post here. It almost seems like the rocker or the floor needs to go up, but if it goes up, then my body lines between the floor and this aren't gonna be flat, and I know that's how it was from the original. And then looking underneath, I thought that this skirt was actually going to come down to the bottom here, but it doesn't. So, like I said, we're going to have to grab a door and fit her up. Wait a second. I do have that piece in the middle. That'll give me more of a guide to know if I'm out to lunch or not. And I remember I tossed them there. Well, according to this, I'm way out to lunch because that should have sat on the bottom there, because you're not going to have that gap. Now we got some thinking to do. We're going to worry about that tomorrow because that's another can of worms in itself. This is the beer we're going to try right here by Cooley Brew Company. Devil's Cooley. It's got a dinosaur on it. Crafted by hand in Lethbridge. That means this beer is hard as fuck. Alright, let's try this beer out. Gotta love a beer that's got like a sticker for a label. You know, coming in at 4.5%, it's a little on the weak side. This beer would be pretty good for a fire, where you can drink it all night. You don't have to worry about getting shit-faced, passed out, and piss your pants in the alley. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we're going to end the video here of getting the rocker ready to tack weld into place. I'm going to have to bring the door in, bolt the door on, try to set it up as best I can, and go from there. I can see right now we got some issues going on. Hopefully we can correct them in the next video, because last thing you want to do is weld those rockers into place and have your gaps and everything way out to lunch, because that's just going to look stupid. Anyways, I'm going to get going. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below, and I'll see you in the next video. Motherfucking beer time!